Hey, what's going on, guys? Flick here, and welcome to the final episode of Season 2 for the Liverpool Career Mode. And I want to keep this intro nice and short so we can get into our final Premier League fixture and the Champions League final against Real Madrid. There's only a few things I want to discuss, and I first want to start off by thanking all of you guys for the support that you've provided for this series. Whether you've been around since the start or whether you're one of the several new subscribers to the channel, I want to thank each and every one of you for allowing me to continue with this Liverpool career mode and making it one of the best ones I've done. And with that said, I'm happy to announce that we will be doing a Season 3. In order to fully prepare for Season 3, I'm going to ask a few things from you guys. And first off, I want you to leave a press conference question down in the comment section below for me to answer in the first episode of Season 3. It'll probably have to do with existing players and the transfer window, so just keep that in mind. And next, I want you guys to also provide some transfer suggestions for me to potentially make some signings in that first episode. I have that right wing spot pretty much sealed up, and I have a player that I do want to sign, so don't worry too much about that. But if there's any other positions you think I should address, go ahead and provide those players and suggestions in the comment section. That's going to be it for the intro, but if you guys have enjoyed this second season with Liverpool, make sure you drop a like on this episode. And with that said, let's get on with the final episode of Season 2. Only 2 matches for us to play in today's episode, the final Premier League match of the season against Bournemouth. Unfortunately, it's away from home once again, so we won't be able to lift the Premier League trophy in front of the home fans at Anfield, but it is what it is, and hopefully in Season 3 that will happen for us, but that's not something we can control. But of course, we do have the final of the Champions League against Real Madrid. Once those 2 matches are finished, I'm going to go into an extensive squad report and show off some of the final season statistics. As we are getting towards the end of the season, a couple of our Youth Academy players do want a contract, and we will be giving it to those players that demand it and also have good potential. Gracio is one of those players, and Fussner is another one of those players. I'm not going to update you guys every single time because I think we're going to have quite a few players that do demand a contract, but just keep that in mind, and I'll have an extensive squad report at the end of the episode. We'll be using our second team against Bournemouth because our Champions League fixture is in only a few days, and there's no reason for us to affect our stamina. We want to be fully prepared for that Champions League fixture, and we already have the Premier League secured, so let's get into this match against Bournemouth and hopefully end the season off on a high note. We should be able to pick up this win against Bournemouth as they are only sitting 12th in the table, but as we've seen on multiple occasions throughout this season, some of those teams that are currently sitting mid-table just perform so much better than the teams that are in the top 4, so we're not going to take Bournemouth lightly, and we will try to pick up this win. And here's a glance at Bournemouth's starting 11. They have a dangerous strike force up front with Wilson and Afobe, a lot of pace up there, and that's something to keep in mind. Gomez looking to play this one through, and we've got Jordan Ibe. And this could be his last match as a Liverpool player, and he's going to look to get a goal in this match. Just a finesse shot from a decent position, and it's Divock Origi coming in acrobatically, getting a foot on it, and the defender unable to clear it away. Well done by our second string striker, and showing why he still deserves some play time. That's a good finish, and a nice job by Jordan Ibe to set that up. Here's a decent chance for Bournemouth to get a goal back. That's a good block by Nicolas Sula, and we even keep it from being a quarter kick. Well done by our defense to recollect and clear that one away. Milner working around to Emre Can, and now over to Gomez. We're going to play inside of Divock Origi. He finds Adam Lallana, the fake shot, now playing it through to Markovic in a bit of space. Can we get to it? It's cleared out by Wiggins. Here are the halftime stats. Pretty dominant in terms of possession as well as the shots. We were unlucky not to get a second or third goal, but the second team is doing well. No reason for me to make any changes. Just time to hop into the second half. Markovic with the steal from Frazier. Oh, Markovic is just hanging on to possession here. And now it's Jordan Ibe trying to recreate that first goal. Going to cut it inside. Looking for the pass. No one's getting open, but we do have the shot with Markovic, the finesse shot, and that was a good effort. Goes off the post, though, and cleared away once again by Bournemouth. Extremely lucky not to have conceded again. We're going to make some substitutions now, bringing in some of our reserve players, and Ryan Kent will be brought on for Markovic. At the center attacking mid spot, we're going to bring on Emerson Hindman, and then at the left wing spot, Jordan Ibe will be coming off, and Mane will be coming on. Flanagan looking to go with the short corner. And now Ryan Kent cutting between the 2 defenders really well. This is a good run by Kent, and that might have been a foul inside the box, but not called. Now Milner with the long-range effort. It's a corner. A short corner for us. We'll look to find Ryan Kent, who has that precise dribbling ability. We'll see if he can showcase it right here. Couple of good skill moves. That time he gets taken out, and that's a penalty for us. A chance to put this game to rest. And since Ryan Kent won the penalty, we'll let him take it. And this might be his first or second Premier League goal this season if he does put it away, and he will. Good finish there by Ryan Kent. Still think he's a pretty promising youngster for us because he just has that really good dribbling ability. Not the best stats in terms of his finishing, but in terms of a creator, he's exceptional. Here's Callum Wilson. An opportunity to cross it, but Bournemouth just are having trouble creating chances. They've had crossing opportunities. They're using that pace on the wings, but the finishing is just not there. Just 2 minutes of extra time. This game should be coming to a close relatively quickly. I think once we get possession back and just clear this one away, that should be the full-time whistle. We'll see if the ref does call it right here. And there it is, guys. We have the opportunity to lift up the Premier League trophy once again, and it's well deserved. We really showcased our attacking ability this season, and defensively we certainly improved over the course of the season. I remember at the start we were losing some games that we didn't have to lose, but as the team chemistry did improve, so did our results. And I can't reiterate, that's 2 out of 3 trophies that we've won this season. Now we can shift our attention to the Champions League and hope to make it a third against Real Madrid. And it looks like James Milner will be lifting it up for us. I'm totally okay with that. He's kind of an unsung hero for this career mode. He always comes on as a substitute and manages to score some good goals, some good long shots this season, and an all-around versatile player for us. Here are the full-time statistics for those of you interested. Bournemouth just had trouble creating chances in that game. Showed some good pace, but the finishing and the ability to put chances away, I think that explains why they're sitting 12th. We have our final monthly scouting update from the United States, and we'll quickly go through and see if we have any players. Once again, we have a talented right back, 74 to 94 potential. We'll add him to the Youth Academy. And now moving on, we do have couple of players in here, a 64 to 90. We'll take a chance on signing him, and that's going to wrap things up for the United States. And just an update on all the youth scouting. I'm going to disperse the scouts at the start of Season 3. No reason for me to send them out right now because the season is almost over. Alright guys, it all comes down to this, the Champions League final against Real Madrid. We did it last season in the EuroLeague final. We came to perform on our final match day fixture, and now we need to do it again. Our team is looking strong and rested. I think our team is in good form. We can do this against some tough opposition. Here is the Real Madrid starting lineup. Obviously some big players in there. Cristiano Ronaldo, Gareth Bale, James Rodriguez. The list can go on and on. And I believe this is the first time that we have played them in this career mode, unless we played them in some kind of preseason tournament. But I haven't played against Ronaldo yet in career mode. This will be an interesting test. And here's Marco Reus bursting down the wing, and he has Luis Suarez on the through ball. If we can get that early goal, that would be a great start to the game. But Real Madrid's defense is going to be tough to beat. We're going to rely on players like Reus to step up big in this match. I know the wings seem to be one of the most versatile things that you can use, but now Coutinho playing it into Daniel Sturridge. A good bit of pace to get by a couple Real Madrid players, and he gets that one on target. I will take that for a chance. We need to test out Keylor Navas, and if we don't shoot, then we're never going to score. We're going to go with the long corner kick. It's worked for us before, and if we put it in the right position, it can be a goal. That was nearly a chance if we got solid contact on that, but that one goes out for a throw-in. And here's Cristiano getting by a couple of our players, showing off that pace of his, and now crossing it in. That's dangerous. We cleared out with Marco Reus. Well done. Marco Reus picking up here on the wing. Can we do something with it? Reus has scored a lot of times from this kind of position, and he gets by one of the defenders. Has the option inside. Varane steps up and makes a big interception for Real Madrid. We're going to retain possession now. Coutinho spotting out Faguli. He can play this one back inside. We need to sort out our passes though. Suarez getting by Real Madrid's defense, scooping it inside. Can we go with the finesse shot? Sergio Ramos putting his body on the line, and once again Real Madrid get it cleared. Benzema on the ball. Can he spot out the run by Marcelo? No, he's going to hang on to possession. Now finding Cristiano. Over to James, and he's going to play this one out wide. It's Gareth Bale sending in the cross. It's an easy grab for Karius, and we might have a counter-attacking opportunity here on the long throw. Suarez finds Marco Reus making the run. He needs to be quicker than the defense. That was not a great pass. This could be a chance for us just before halftime. We have Reus on the edge, but the ref calls for the halftime, and that's an unfortunate timing for us. We looked like we could have created a chance there, but we'll take a look at the halftime statistic, because it was a pretty low-key first half. Some chances for both teams, but no shots registered for Real Madrid, just a couple of crosses coming in, but we only had 2 shots ourselves. We need to go out and attack the second half. I don't want to go into extra time because who knows what could happen in extra time. Maybe the CPU will come to play, maybe they won't. I want to end this in the 90 minutes. Coutinho spotting out the run by Marco Reus, and if this can connect, then it could be a chance for us. Royce is going to hang on to possession, maybe gets dragged down. We're going to play it in the middle. One more pass, and it's Sturridge who's going to tap it in from maybe a foot away, and it's a simple goal, but it is a goal, and it's the opening one for us in this match. And of course, it's one of the original Liverpool players, Daniel Sturridge, just being in the right place to toe poke that one in, and that's a huge goal for us. Now Real Madrid are going to change the way they play. They're going to move forward, and that's going to leave them open to the counterattack, and I think we could add on 2 or maybe even 3 goals. And I told you guys right from the get-go we were going to attack, and that's what we did. Only 3 minutes into the second half, we've scored a goal. Now James. Don't tell me this is going to be a goal for Real Madrid. Karim Benzema. You can't be missing those kind of chances in a big match like this. We luck out right there. Obviously, I'm pretty happy for him to miss, but a player like him, of his caliber, can't be missing in the Champions League. Coutinho, good steal right here. Faguli to Sturridge. We're going to hold this one up and just try to find a good pass. We have someone here on the edge. Faguli playing it through to Suarez, and that wasn't the best of shots. I wanted it to reach Marco Reus eventually, but it just wasn't going to happen. Coutinho loses it to Varane, but he's going to get it right back. Now Krychowiak looking to place one inside. Daniel Sturridge. Good fake shot to get around Marcelo. Now playing it through to Coutinho. Can he find Sturridge in the middle? Marcelo getting in the way. Faguli going to play it inside. Now it's Coutinho. That's a big tackle by Luka Modric, and now Real Madrid on the counter-attack. Isco to Benzema, playing it out wide to Gareth Bale. We just need to contain here, get numbers back and try to defend. And Gareth Bale going to play this one around. Now over to Carvajal, crossing it in. Karius again with a big save. It's still not dealt with completely. Ronaldo in the box. Going to play it out wide to Marcelo, again crossing it. And that's going to be Real Madrid's game. They can't score in a traditional fashion, so now they need to cross it in. Suarez looking to play it through, and we might have Suarez once again. It's a 1-on-2. We just need to play this correctly, and we play it through. It's Coutinho. Can he go with that finesse shot on his right foot? Off the post. So unlucky. That could have been the sealer of the game, but the match will go on, and Real Madrid looking to get that goal. Well, guys, this match has turned to an end-to-end match, and we have some tired players who have been sprinting all game. So Coutinho will be coming off, and Adam Lallana will be brought on. I think the rest of our players are doing all right in terms of their stamina, so I'm not going to make any changes for the time being. Modric on the ball is going to play this one inside. We need to watch the middle here, guys. They go with the chip through ball, and Karius, what a save. He has come to play in this match. He had that shocker in the FA Cup final, but today, look at that for a save. When your team is up 1-0, you need your goalkeeper to step up big. Karius is doing for us right now. Just deal with this. Come on, guys. Clear it away. David Alba gets it upfield. Come on, ref, blow your whistle. And that should be it, guys. Surely the ref isn't going to give any extra time. And there is the final whistle. Only the one goal for us in this game, but it was an end-to-end match with a lot of chances created for both teams, and we just ended up on top. And that allows us to show that we can compete with some of Europe's giants, Real Madrid, Barcelona, all this season in the Champions League, and we've played so well and come together as a team. Suarez will be hoisting up our final trophy for the season. I think this trophy does mean a lot to Suarez. He took a risk coming to Liverpool and returning to his old team, but I think it's paid off for him. I mean, we've beaten Barcelona, his former team in the Champions League, and look at us, we're Premier League champions, we're FA Cup winners, and now we're Champions League winners as well. We're going to look to replicate that in the third season as we try to make some more signings and further improve this team. Not a lot to improve on, but there's always signings we can make. And here are the full-time stats. I would say we deserve this victory, actually winning the possession battle with 53% and also getting a lot of shots on target. We do have to applaud the performance by Karius, though. He kept a clean sheet and our defense played well. Our final youth scouting report coming in for Portugal, and we'll quickly scroll through if we can get any final talents into the team. A 92 potential player, a 91 potential player, 65, 94, there we go, finally attacking player. And that's going to round things out for Portugal. As promised, guys, here is our final squad report of the season. And I actually want to start off by posing you guys a question. Now that we are training Karius, he is starting to grow. He's up to an 83. And he did play well in that final match of the season, the Champions League final. But I'm going to leave it open to you guys. Do you think we should look to improve our starting goalkeeper position? Maybe we should sell Karius and bring in a higher rated talent. Maybe a Lloris, maybe De Gea. I don't know who it might be. But I'm going to leave it open to you guys. I do plan on selling Simone Mignolet at the start of next season, assuming that a club does make an offer for him. Maybe we can try to do a swap deal as well. But there's not too many players that I do want to sell on this team. I do want to get rid of Martin Skrtel. Hopefully some teams do make a bid for him. Martin Kasper is another player that I want to offload. And we'll see if there's any other players I do want to sell here. We might sell some of our center mid options. Milner's getting up there in age, and now that he has lifted a Premier League trophy or a Champions League trophy for us, then maybe it's time for him to move on to other ventures, and we'll continue to move on. We might sell some of our younger players like Emerson Hyndman, who's joined other Premier League sides in real life. Same thing goes for Jordan Rossiter, who's left the Premier League now. And I don't know, we'll see at the start of next season what might happen. It'll all depend on what kind of offers do come in. Luis Alberto, I might recall from loan and get a good $10 million for him or so. João Teixeira, the same could have applied. And we'll look to return a couple of players that were sent out on loan and return them back to the club. Hopefully hang on to Daniel Sturridge. I'm a little bit disheartened with him. He still feels threatened, although we've given him consistent play time. I don't know what's going on with him, but some of our younger players are growing well. And I'm pretty excited about this third season with Liverpool. Here's how the Premier League did finish up. Of course, we finished first with 89 points. Chelsea in second, Everton in third, Arsenal in fourth, and Manchester United in fifth. In the relegation zone was Stoke City, West Brom, and Hull City. Bit disappointing to see some original Premier League sides now out and down to the Championship. But we'll take a look at some of the teams that did come in. It looks like Sunderland and Leicester will be joining us for sure next season. Not sure who that other team will be that will get the third spot to join us in the Premier League. In terms of other competitions, we'll quickly go through the different kinds of tournaments that we played. Manchester United won the Community Shield at the start of the season, and moving forward, the FA Cup was of course won by us. And the next one was the Capital One Cup. Arsenal did win that one. Asian Elite Cup was won by Bayern Munich. And the Copa Europe also won by Bayern. You could say, though, that we got our revenge by knocking them out in the Champions League semi-final. In some of the lower leagues, Peterborough did finish at the top of League 1, and Barnsley finished at the top of League 2. In France, PSG did win League due to goal differential, equal on points with Saint-Etienne, and both those teams played extremely well throughout the season. 28 wins, 7 draws, and 3 losses is nothing to complain about. In Germany, Borussia Dortmund took their revenge on Bayern, and really not a great season for Bayern. They got kicked out of the Champions League in the semi-final, and they didn't even win the Bundesliga. Juventus comfortably won the Serie A by 11 points. Over in the Netherlands, Ajax did win the title by a comfortable 10 points. In Portugal, Porto was the dominant team, winning the league title. Finally, in Spain, Real Madrid won La Liga, and Barcelona, again, a poor season for them, and I think Luis Suarez left at a good time. They didn't win La Liga, they got kicked out very early in the Champions League to us, and they had a subpar season. Luis Suarez did win himself the Golden Boot Award with 26 goals on the season, and you have to argue that for the money we paid for him, he definitely contributed his worth. Now on to assists. Payet did get 12 assists and won the award for most assists on this season in the Premier League. Subasic, impressive 17 assists on the season for Everton. Yellow cards, Ayew got the most, and red cards, Cedric got the most. In order to have the maximum amount of spending money for next season, we are going to shift our budget allocation, put all our money into wages, and do the usual tutorial that I usually do and give all that wage money to one player, so that way we can sell him next season and that money will go back into our transfer budget, so hopefully we can fund some big transfers. And I wouldn't consider this a cheat or a glitch in any way. It's just using all the money that we fairly earned and moving it on over to next season. We're going to let Lloyd Jones live it up, and he's going to be getting £873 for the next week. No surprise here from the board, they were happy with our Domestic Cup, Champions Cup, and League performances because, well, we won everything. So the board, of course, is going to be very happy with us. But guys, that's going to wrap things up for Season 2 with Liverpool. I hope you guys are excited for Season 3. Should have that out this weekend for you guys, and I've got a lot of big things planned. We're going to try something a little bit differently, and I'll talk a bit more about that once we do get into Season 3. But if you guys have enjoyed this video and this season of the Liverpool Career Mode, make sure you drop a like down below, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and until next time, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.